Tyrese Haliburton's first signature shoe got people talking, and chances are you probably have your own take about the Puma Hali 1, which is all well and good. Maybe you love the design, maybe it's just not your vibe. And I don't see anything wrong with that because that's just the way things are in the real world. Sneaker brands need to accept the fact that they cannot please everybody. And this is most especially true for first signature basketball shoes because of anticipation, which is why Puma needs to be careful with the launch of the Hali 1. A lot of things are on the line, and I'm sure the brand has its eyes set on avoiding the crazy designs and colors that have plagued the shoes of LaMelo Ball and Scoot Henderson, which partly explains the toned down colors in the first colorway. Now, Puma could be planning to minimize the visual noise that has long plagued the Scoots and the LaMelos. Salehi's colors for his designs have been known to be earth-toned, nothing too distracting to the eyes. But here's the thing. This time around, will it be enough to make the Puma Hali 1 a bigger success? Let's have a quick conversation. If you're a big fan of Tyrese Haliburton, chances are you probably like the Puma Hali 1, but not everyone shares the same sentiment. User Last Shadow Man says that he hates the shoe. He adds that Puma did a better job designing Scoot Henderson's signature basketball shoes. Too bad Scoot is not performing well in the NBA, so Puma basically had a wasted opportunity. Some others are seeing something else. User Jim Root says that the Puma Hali 1 looks like the Nike Renew Elevate 1, to which Gustavo Castro agrees. I'm guessing they're zeroing in on the midsole design because if that's the case, then I can definitely see some similarities, except that the textures on the midsole of the Puma Hali 1 are more pronounced. Then in a separate comment, Gustavo says that the Puma Hali 1 looks improvised and uninspired. For Gustavo, the shoe lacks originality or any wow factor. To be fair, he says that the shoe could be decent performers, yet it still looks rushed and lacking love. If Salehi Bembury did in fact design the shoe, then he probably needs to check Gustavo's comments. Now, clearly, for many people, the colorway can make or break a basketball shoe. This is true for the Puma Hali 1. So far, there's only one colorway unveiled so far, although we can expect more colorways to appear over the next couple of weeks. But until then, the initial pink colorway has some people scratching their heads, and I cannot blame them. User Coach Red says that he is not feeling the Puma Hali 1. He adds that maybe he needs to see another colorway. Meanwhile, user Eclipse says that hopefully Puma will make different kinds of colorways for the shoe instead of pink. For Eclipse, the pink colorway is a girly color. User Andre Morris agrees, saying that he is not a fan of the pink colorway, although there could be potential. User Kai Noah says he loves his Puma MBO2s and TRC Blaze Courts. He adds that he will probably buy a pair of the Puma Hali 1 in the future when there are new colorways, and most certainly there will be. The question is, will those colorways still be largely determined by Salehi Bembury, or will we see something that closely ties with Tyrese's identity? Then of course we have the people who scrutinize the shoe from a different perspective. User Kuya Cruz Rap says that the Puma Hali 1 looks like a combination of several design features. That includes the All-Pro Nitro, Fusion Nitro Shape, Rise Nitro Shank, combined with a stack cushioning of TRC Court Blaze, which means the Puma Hali 1 is a Frankenstein shoe. User Joseph DLR says that he is not a fan of Puma's basketball shoes. However, he clarifies that he likes the design of the Puma Hali 1 because it's simple and no nonsense. For him, simple is the best. And I agree, sometimes keeping a design simple is the best way. I wonder, however, if it was the intention of Salehi Bembury. User Magnus Beha says the shoe is nice, but he wants to see more information instead about the 361 degrees AG Zen 7. The Puma Hali 1 is probably not something he cannot live without, such that it can take the backseat. Meanwhile, user Marco Perello says Halibang, while user R Duca says Indie. Halibang, Indie, you get the drift. So, what do I think about the Puma Hali one so far? To be honest, I'm disappointed. Not that Puma should care about what I have to say, of course, but you see, for a first signature shoe from the brand's main athlete endorser, there's not enough story that connects Tyrese with the Hali one. I've said it before and I'll say it again. To me, this seems to be the Salehi Bembury's signature basketball shoe and not really Tyrese's own. But as others would say, let's probably give the shoe a chance and maybe wait for some more colorways because maybe Puma has something along the way that would hopefully tell the side of Tyrese. Otherwise, we'll just probably see Salehi Bembury's earth tone colors on the shoe many times over. But let me know what you think.